After listening to my speech, my audience will be able to describe the proper steps involved in conducting an Amber Alert. On January 13, 1966, Amber Hagerman was taken right off her bike in a local grocery store parking lot and to be found 5 days later in a creek just up the road from the grocery store. Some of you may have kids, may have younger family members, or just know younger kids in general, and I feel like this can relate to you, as in knowing the steps properly that help law enforcement locate missing kids. You can know what to look for and what to expect if, God forbid, you were ever in this situation. Me, I have a 1-year-old daughter. It absolutely horrifies me knowing that there is people out there that will take your children from you. So it makes me on high alert knowing what I know about Amber Alerts and everything else, that I always keep an eye on who is around me because I know the type of people that are in this world. There are 3 major steps that are involved in conducting a proper Amber Alert. The first step is to make sure that the person is, of course, under the age of 18. Once the person is verified that they are under 18, the next proper step is to make sure that there is reasonable doubt that the child did get abducted. I'll go into further detail about what reasonable doubt means. And once that has been confirmed, the last thing to verify is that if the child is in imminent danger. That is one very, very, very important aspect because of certain reasonings, and there's different qualifications that go under if the child is, for instance, not in danger or is in danger. So my first step, like I stated, is the child has to be under the 18 years of age. On December 14th, 2016, State News Service posted an article called Amber Alert Criteria Changing as of January 1st, 2017. In that article, State News Service said effective as of January 1st, 2017, which was this year, Amber Alerts will only be issued for the cases involving abductions, involving those under the age of 18, but each Amber Alert will be having an emergency wireless alert sent to each and everybody's phone. And I know we've all received those because they're scary when you get them, because your phone doesn't stop vibrating and it sets off this really loud beeping noise, and it's to let us know that there is an Amber Alert in pretty much our state, because we live in Naples and I've gotten them all the way as far as Orlando. That being said, in some states, the wording may be a little different as such. Some may say a child abduction must have the age requirement of under 18 years of age, or some states could say 17 years and under. Regardless to the fact, you can't be 18 years old, so you have to be under. If you're 18, you're considered and brought into a different category, and there's different steps that are taken to help you, if you're missing, located. With a child that is under 18, there's a lot more threat of a danger that could happen, because there is proven that within the first 3 hours of a child gone missing, they are most likely to be killed. And I'll go into more detail about that if the child is in danger. Once the age has been verified, there must be reasonable doubt that the child was taken or that there was an abduction occurred. That being said, that there must have been somebody that saw it happen. Either the car that went by, somebody saw the child being taken away by foot, on a bicycle, pushed on a boat, whatever it is, it has to be, evidence that the child was taken, or else it is not considered an Amber Alert. Amber Alerts are specifically for if the child is taken and is seen being taken. The police have to have sufficient evidence in order to send out proper information to the media, and the media is the biggest help out there that can help locate your child or somebody else's child that is missing. Being said, with the media, it is very, very, very important that if you see the car, the clothing, anything, and make sure you give them everything that they need to know. What the child was wearing, what you saw the suspect wearing, anything. Color of the car, shoes, hair, skin, everything matters. because in the long run, if you miss one simple detail, it could deter somebody that, if you have a 6-foot male and another 6-foot male, but one has a birthmark and the other one doesn't, but you can't remember which one had the birthmark. It's very important just to keep an eye on each and every single detail and make sure that you give everything possible to the police. Even if you think it's not important, it most likely is important. Once all that has been verified, the most important thing that I think of is if the child is in danger or not. On April 23rd, 2017, CNN Wire posted an article called Missing Children, Fast Facts. In this article, CNN Wire stated that Amber Alerts are emergency message broadcasting when a law enforcement agency determines that a child has been abducted and is in imminent danger. So there's two aspects of this. If a child is kidnapped by a family member, it's most likely the child is not going to be harmed. It's done out of the child is wanted by that family member, or they are trying to seek revenge one way or another. Children that are kidnapped by family members rarely get hurt or killed or anything like that. Children that are abducted by a stranger, like I said previously, are most likely to be killed within the first 3 hours of being abducted. So it is very important to alert as soon as you know your child has been missing. You saw it happen, somebody else saw it happen. You have no idea who it is, call the police, because literally you are on minutes to making sure if you get your child back alive or not. And that to me is absolutely horrifying to even think about. I don't know what people get the thrill out of doing that, but it's a whole other context. Amber Alerts are no joking matter. They can help save a child's life versus having your child come home, or somebody else's child come home not alive anymore. If you receive an Amber Alert on your phone, or if you hear of one, just make sure you keep your eye open and keep alert to everything that's going around, because you never know, you could be that one person that saves that child's life. And for me to know that I could possibly save a child's life is huge to me, absolutely huge. So always just keep in mind of the 3 steps involved, which are the child has to be under 18 years of age, there has to be reasonable doubt that there was an abduction that happened, and that the child must be in imminent danger, being with, a complete stranger. That is my information essay. I hope you all enjoyed it.